From the cornfields of Lorwyn to the wheat fields of Innistrad, scarecrows are all across the multiverse, always stalking their prey. This is the Scarecrow's High Power EDH Primer. This is a throwback to a few high-powered decks throughout the years that have been very competitive, with a unique playstyle that makes Scarecrows truly unique. From the Flicker combo from Anya Falconwrath, for instance, to Iso-Rev, Thoracle, several high-powered combos in an amazing 5-color good stuff shell, with some unique twists. This deck aims to outpace everyone, like a scarecrow chasing teenagers through a cornfield to deliver a decisive blow to close out the game. With more combo potential and instant speed answers than I've ever seen in a deck, let's get into the core of Scarecrows. The goal of this deck is to get enough mana to cast your commander as soon as possible, or get an infinite mana engine online, then flicker your entire board infinite times, or have one of several game-ending on-the-spot combos to just snag an early victory. The main components of this deck are the Tutor package, Vampiric Tutor, a 1 black instant that allows you to pay 2 life to put any card into your hand, Demonic Tutor, a 1 and a black instant that allows you to put any card on top of your library, Worldly Tutor, a green instant that allows you to put any creature on top of your library, Mystical Tutor, a 1 blue instant that allows you to put any instant or sorcery on top of your library, Gamble, a red card that allows you to take any card, put it into your hand, and then discard a card at random, Scheming Symmetry, a black sorcery that allows you and target player to both tutor a card on top of your library, Imperial Seal, a 1 black sorcery version of Vampiric Tutor, Demonic Consultation, one of the 2 forbidden tutors that allows you to tutor for a card. Usually you'd name a card that you do not own to win with Thassa's Oracle. Tainted Pact, a 1 and a black instant, exactly the same concept as Demonic Consultation. Enlightened Tutor, a 1 white instant that allows you to search for an artifact or enchantment put on top of your library, and Entomb, a 1 black instant that allows you to search for any creature card and put it into your graveyard. For the control package, we have Pact of Negation, counter target spell, pay 3 blue at the beginning of your next turn's upkeep. If you can't, you lose the game. An offer you can't refuse, blue instant, counter target non-creature spell, its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. Force of Will, 3 blue, pay 1 life and exile a blue card rather than pay its mana cost, counter target spell. Force of Negation, 1 blue, if it's not your turn, you may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost, counter target non-creature spell. Mana Drain, blue instant, counter target spell, at the beginning of your next main phase, add colorless mana equal to the spell's mana value. Fierce Guardianship, 2 blue, if you control your commander, you may cast a spell without paying its mana cost, counter target non-creature spell. Deflecting Swat, 2 and a red, if you control your commander, you may cast a spell without paying its mana cost. You may choose new targets for target spell or ability. Flusterstorm, blue instant, counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1, storm. The Ramp package, Chrome Mox, a 0-cost artifact with imprint. When it enters the battlefield, exile a non-artifact, non-land card from your hand, add 1 mana of any of the exiled card's colors. Mox Diamond, when it would enter, discard a land card or sacrifice Mox Diamond, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Mox Amber, 0-cost legendary artifact, add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. Lotus Petal, a 0-cost artifact, tap, sacrifice Lotus Petal, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Arcane Signet, 2 mana artifact, tap to add 1 mana of any color of your commander's mana identity. Sol Ring, 1 cost artifact, tap, add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool. Basalt Monolith, 3 cost artifact, it doesn't untap during your untap step. Tap to add 3 mana, pay 3 mana, untap Basalt Monolith. Felwar Stone, 2 cost artifact, tap to add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. The combo package. Isochron Scepter. A 2-cost artifact with imprint, allowing you to cast a 2 mana or less spell repeatedly every turn. Dramatic Reversal. 1 blue instant. Untap all non-land permanents you control. Momentary Blink. Exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Flashback. 3 and a blue. Swift Reconfiguration. 1 mana enchantment aura. Flash. Enchanted target creature or vehicle. Enchanted permanent is a vehicle artifact with crew 5 and loses all other card types. Vizier of Remedies. 1 white creature. If 1 or more -1/-1 counters would be put onto a creature you control, that many -1/-1 counters -1 are put on it instead. Devoted Druid. 1 green creature. Tap, add green mana. Put a -1/-1 counter on Devoted Druid, untap Devoted Druid. Food Chain. 2 and a green enchantment. Exile a creature you control, add X mana plus 1 color, where X is 1 plus the exiled creature's converted mana cost. Squee the Immortal. 1 red. You may cast Squee the Immortal from your graveyard or from exile. Rings of Brighthearth. 3-cost artifact. Whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 2. If you do, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Basalt Monolith. 3-cost artifact. Basalt Monolith does not untap during your untap step. Tap to add 3 mana, pay 3 mana, untap Basalt Monolith. Demonic Consultation. 1 black instant. Name a card, remove the top 6 cards of your library from the game, then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal the named card. Put that card into your hand and remove all other cards revealed this way from the game. Tainted Pact. 1 black instant. Remove the top card of your library from the game. You may put that card into your hand unless it has the same name as another card removed this way. Repeat this process until you put a card into your hand or remove 2 cards with the same name, whichever comes first. Thassa's Oracle. Blue creature merfolk wizard. When Thassa's Oracle enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library where X is your devotion to blue. Put up to 1 of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. Pilla Palla. 2-cost artifact creature Scarecrow. Flying. Pay 2, untap. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Grand Architect. Colorless blue. Creature Vidalcan Artificer. Pay a blue. Target artifact creature becomes blue until end of turn. Tap an untapped blue creature you control to add colorless. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate the abilities of artifacts. Worldgorger Dragon. 3 red. Flying, trample. When Worldgorger Dragon enters the battlefield, exile all other permanents you control. When Worldgorger Dragon leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards. For the combos in this deck, I wanted something thematic that worked with actual scarecrows, but I also wanted several combos that were fast, effective, powerful, and could win as early as potentially turn 1. So we have Isochron Scepter and Dramatic Reversal to get infinite mana as early as turn 1. Isochron Scepter and Momentary Blink to repeatedly vindicate every turn, sometimes multiple times a turn. Painter's Servant, the first scarecrow in the combo list, with Grindstone to mill out a player, usually the control player, to stop basically them from countering everything. The Pilla Palla, which is the second scarecrow in this list, and Grand Architect combo to gain infinite mana as early as potentially turn 2. The Worldgorger Dragon, Animate Dead / Necromancy / Dance of the Dead combos, which are infinite blink and mana. So you basically, with this on board, with Worldgorger Dragon reanimated, when you have 1 scarecrow as well as your commander in play, you can remove every permanent, every land, creature, artifact, enchantment, everything every opponent controls, and you are the only one with any permanents in play whenever you choose to no longer choose a legal target and end the Worldgorger combo. Then there is the Devoted Druid, Swift Reconfiguration, or Visor of Remedies for infinite green mana combo. Basalt Monolith and Rings of Bright Hearth for infinite colorless combo as early as potentially turn 2, which is very powerful, and considering a large portion of the deck is colorless spells, you can just run rampant with this. There is also Squee the Immortal and Food Chain for infinite mana of all colors, which is one of the best combos you can go for, because you could just recur it every single turn to go off and then cast your hand almost as if you have Omniscience in play. Reaper King and Rite of Replication. If you kick it, you get 25 Vindicate triggers on the stack. Deadeye Navigator with infinite mana and any Scarecrow is remove any and all permanents all opponents control, and if they try to remove it or stifle it, you can then reactivate it in response and still remove everything all your opponents control, and basically just win on the spot. This is an unexpectedly strong, high-power EDH deck with several combos and lines of play from some of the earliest Tier 1 CEDH decks. Although it is no longer CEDH viable in my opinion, it is on the fringes, on the cusp of it. Similar to like some of the older CEDH staple decks like Gitrog and Anya Falconwrath, which are no longer CEDH viable. Power level sits around there, which is incredibly powerful for this fun, unique, and niche tribe. This deck can win as early as turn 1 and destroy even the strongest board state late game, and seeks to win in the mid game to early game while your opponents are just setting up their boards. It is very resilient to counter magic as well as removal. So if you like this video and enjoy deck techs and fun Magic the Gathering content like this, as well as Pokemon content, please do subscribe at crack_a_pack on YouTube, Crackapackpokemon on Twitch, or check out the Spotify at CapmanVic. I love and appreciate you all, and until next time, have a good one.
Cards are shuffling late at night. Summoning creatures take the fight. Planes walking to worlds unknown. In this realm we're never alone. Decks and dice align the stars. Mana flowing through the bars. Strategize and make your play. EDH and chill all day. Magic moments all around. Every matchup battleground. Gather close, let's start the thrill. Welcome to EDH and chill. Let's start the thrill. Welcome to EDH and chill.